I'm joined right now by our main man, Dynamite Dan himself.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, maniacal maestro of the microphone here with Danger, the man, Matt Schnell. Matt, we've got a great heavyweight matchup right here. The tall and lean Darren Lightning Mcqueen taking on Jawaski Carnage Bethly. So far, Mcqueen dominating the fight, got the headlock over on Bethly. They're jockeying for position. Lightning going to push it into the corner, Bethly down on his back, and Lightning going to rain down a few blows.
It's a strange thing. It seems to me one of these guys is a heavyweight and the other isn't. And obviously, Mcqueen doing a good job. Big athletic fella. He's got Jawaski in a bad place here.
Now, Matt, I'm sure you've been in this situation a few times when you got somebody so much longer with that much reach on you. What is your game plan? How do you attack someone that you know can reach out and tag you before you can get them?
Well, obviously, you got to close the distance and stay in a position where you're not getting hit with the long shots.
I would have to imagine some good boxing technique, head moving, help you get inside some of those hands to get that grasp and close that distance, like you said.
Absolutely. Jawaski having a very difficult time here and not showing much game, if I'm being honest.
Well, and you can see just by straight looks, I mean, of course, Mcqueen the more athletic of the two, but that doesn't always constitute into a win in mixed martial arts.
Look at where we are right now. Jawaski on top. He needs to, you know, drop his weight, try and control. Darren's just athletically standing straight to his feet and not doing it with much technique.
And you talk about barely making it into the heavyweight ranks. 206, 205, the cutoff, of course, for light heavyweight.
Must have had something to do with the back out. I can't imagine these guys were originally matched with each other.
And as we know, at this level of mixed martial arts, you have folks that from time to time injuries happen, have to pull out for personal reasons.
Absolutely.
But our outstanding matchmaker, James Georgetown, always puts together quality fights here for the AKA shows. And right now you see Lightning in charge, got the back of Bethly. Jawaski might be in a little trouble here, needs to protect that neck.
No real hand fight going on here. It looks like Darren McQueen's just squeezing on his head.
And as we saw the neck crank can be just as lethal as the true rear naked choke, we saw the notorious one tap to the eagle do the neck crank.
Just fell over his knee there in a pretty awkward way. Hope Jawaski's okay. That was funky.
Now, Matt, talk us through a little, what does it feel like to say you're on your back and you're being threatened by another opponent, got you in full mount, or even when you're on your stomach and he's got the back, how much more pressure does that put on you, maybe the nerves, knowing that you're in a vulnerable position?
You just have to work and understand the position, understand where you are, and work out of it with technique. We're all, we all go to good gyms and are taught how to get out of this stuff, and you just have to focus and concentrate and find your way through it. Strange submission attempt. Jawaski kind of scrambles out.
There we hear the 10-second clapper. Can Bethly hang on to make it to round two? You see Lightning really putting in that crank now. Looks like he's under the chin, Danger. Saved by the bell, my friend.
Indeed he was.
So another round in the books here at AKA Rite of Passage 5, round 2 on the way. Fight number 6 of a 13-fight card, our first heavyweight bout of the evening. We've got another amateur heavyweight bout coming up a little later in the card. The amateur heavyweight title will be on the line in that one, Danger.
Looking forward to that one. Looks like Jawaski's pretty tired. He took a couple deep breaths and a ginger sit onto the stool there.
Well, it's got to be quite difficult when you've got another man of similar size to yourself for putting all his weight laying on you, and you're expending so much energy trying to escape from the positions you're in. And as we can see, Lightning in the corner taking it easy right now, talking with his coaches at Zero Mercy, Chris Champagne and the crew out of Leesville. And it sounds like they're going to call it back in. We're getting ready for round number 2. Bethly's going to have to dig deep in this one, find something in the gas tank to keep him going, tighten that technique up a little bit.
He's got to find something, make something happen. Throw those big hands around, make something work. You can't just go out there and be a limp noodle for this guy to smash.
You've always got that puncher's chance.
That's true.
Our referee Chris Hill calling for the action. Here we go, beginning of round number 2. Lightning McQueen owns the center of the cage. Bethly comes in with a big right. McQueen's going to land a barrage or two, and they're swinging now. Bethly quick to drop the head. Not a fan of that myself. Danger, you can't see your opponent. Those wild punches don't do you a lot of good if you don't connect.
It looks as if it's in an attempt to change levels, but he's not really finishing these takedowns. He's ending up on his back and not driving through and trying to end up in a good spot. This is a very awkward fight happening right now.
Yeah, definitely odd with the head and neck triangle attempt right here. Now you're going to see McQueen roll over, trying to get into the full mount as he traps the arm of Jawaski.
Jawaski's got to move his hips, make something happen. Sitting here flat on your back. I know it's easier said than done. Darren Mcqueen's on his chest, but he's on this side. He can roll out and try to peek out the back here.
You're absolutely right. Shrimp up, try to protect yourself a little better. Don't leave so much of the other body parts vulnerable as well.
I gotta admit, I'm a bit confused by Darren McQueen's tactics too. You know, drop your weight, drop some punches, get out of the cage. You know, it's obvious to both of us sitting here that these guys aren't on the same level. Let's get out of here, bud. Ref needs to step in now. I don't see this going any other way.
I don't see it going real far either. Our referee, Chris Hill, on top of the action. And, of course, as you know, our referees are real stringent in our rules meeting talking about timidity to these fighters. If you're not doing any kind of defense for yourself, just laying there, covering up, turtling up, they will stop the fight.
I'm not trying to harp on Jawaski, but timidity is the definition of what's going on right now.
I think you're right on that one, Matt. Again, just doing everything he can to keep from getting punched in the face. And like you said, McQueen could really look to finish his fight, but he's trying to land those blows to the head. I mean, you got a free arm right there. You can lock that up into a cross arm bar, throw the leg around the head.
I don't understand why he's not just punching him until the ref stops right now.
And again, you see sometimes these fighters' level of experience gets exposed. Yeah, I don't see referee Chris Hill letting this go a whole lot farther. Little angst from the crowd here at the AKA. You can't throw the towel in MMA. All right, we've got a towel being thrown in by the corner, but as for the rules of MMA, you cannot throw the towel in, ladies and gentlemen. That does not stop the fight. This isn't boxing.
Yeah, if nothing else,
it gets the referee's attention.
Yeah, and rightfully so. I mean, what are we looking at in here? You just going to let the guy die? I don't understand.
What danger I think they're going to call it on now, and I'm going to leave you flying solo for just a second. I'm going to step back in the cage, and I'll return here shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 2 minutes 19 seconds in round number 2, declaring your winner, Darren Lightning Mcqueen. All right, Darren, before you leave the cage, you got to give me a big ka-chow.
Ka-chow!
That's what I'm talking about.